This is a story of one of the most dominant basketball players of all time. A player so electrifying, so beloved on and off the court, and I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about Danny Grossman.
Holy cow, Danny, what's going on, man?
In his comedy acting debut, Steph Curry stars in a new series on Peacock called Mr. Throwback, which comes out today. The series is mostly filmed here in Chicago and is co-written and produced by Chicago native Matthew Libman.
Who is joining us now this morning. Mr. Throwback, again, airs today on Peacock. So nice to have you
So
here.
nice to
be here. I'm thrilled.
We were laughing about that clip, but is the story about Steph Curry or is it about somebody else?
The story is largely about Steph Curry,
Okay.
also about his friend, played by Adam Pally, the character Danny Grossman, as you just saw, that grew up with Steph in our show. And they played basketball together in 6th grade. And actually, Adam's character was so good that Steph was his backup. And and then through a series of circumstances, they reunite in present day, and sort of that's where the story takes off.
Wow.
Yeah, and not that professional athletes can have other interests, but why does Steph Curry want to do something like this?
I actually have no idea. We were asking ourselves that question every single day, and he loved it. He had a blast. It was something that actually he came to us looking for something to do. Actually, my co-writer David Casp, who I grew up with also in Chicago, and Adam, and they knew each other through Steph's wife's game show they were on. And he came to them and said, do you have an idea? And they came to us, and we kind of brainstormed and went to him. And every step of the way, he kept saying yes, and we could not believe it.
Totally committed.
It was insane,
yeah. It is so cool because I think there are athletes oftentimes who want to get into acting. We've seen it before.
Yes.
Not all of them are funny. Is he funny in this, or?
Honestly, he's hilarious. He's hilarious. He's warm. He's kind. He's open. He's directable. He was game. He wants to be great at everything. I mean, look at how he plays basketball. He's the exact same way with acting and comedy. He was incredible to work with.
Did I miss something? Did he retire? I can't imagine the Golden State Warriors are saying, sure, spend all your free time not playing basketball.
So we shot this like a month ago after the season, right before, as he was prepping, like right before the real Olympic prep started. We had this tiny window, and we shot the majority of this show in Chicago and then flew to San Francisco for a week to shoot all of Steph's stuff.
Oh, I see.
And he was just, he gave us a tremendous amount of time and was incredible.
Okay, so you filmed some of the things here in Chicago, so some spots that we may recognize?
Oh, tons of spots.
Okay.
Absolutely tons of spots. We were all over the place. The main, Adam Pally's character plays a memorabilia dealer with a store called Double Dribble that's in Wicker Park, and we actually shot in a storefront right in Wicker Park. We shot everywhere. We were at the Field Studio, we were at Gordon Tech, we were shot in Arlington Heights, in Evanston. It's a love letter to Chicago visually.
I love when we see those.
It's incredible. Yeah, it's really amazing. I've spent most of my career pretending that the Paramount backlot was Chicago, and so with like a cardboard L train going by, and so to actually be here and really do it was, especially being from here, was a complete
we like to hear it.
dream come true.
And will there be any NBA cameos?
There are some NBA cameos. One I can say, Steve Kerr. Longtime hero of ours, growing up in Chicago as a Bulls fan, was incredible. He was amazing. He pops up in the show, so it was awesome too.
So what was the hardest part of putting this together? Because you're working with somebody who's never acted before, right?
Yeah, but you know what? That was never a concern. It was honestly it was really just scheduling.
The timing.
Yes, the timing of it and finding that window to shoot Steph. Obviously, he's unbelievably busy. Has a lot going on between the Warriors, his family, all of the things he does, and his charities, and obviously the Olympics, which they're all crushing. And so that was tough.
Well, it's exciting to see Mr. Throwback airs today on Peacock. For more information, visit peacocktv.com. Great to meet you.
Thank you guys so much for having me in the house that Bozo built.
Hello.